Today, I am going to help you stop the cycle of shame and blame that comes along with conventional dieting and with limiting beliefs or subconscious beliefs that we often hold about ourselves that keep us from following through with conscious choices for our health. So, I'm going to show you something a little different than probably what you're used to by the end of this live. And it is about releasing those subconscious beliefs that are keeping you stuck. If you can stay for the whole thing, that's awesome. So you can see how releasing subconscious beliefs actually works. I see some people tuning in. Hi, guys. I see you. Amazing. And I'm also giving away my free resource that are the 6 simple steps to having a weight loss breakthrough. That also includes some thought work at the beginning of the guide, in addition to some of the work I'm doing today. What I'm going to do with you today are things that I only do with my one-on-one clients. So you're in for a special treat because tapping and releasing subconscious beliefs is a very personal, individualized thing that I like to do with my one-on-one clients. And it's rare that I get to share this talent with you guys as a group. But I've composed some of the 4 top subconscious limiting beliefs that we do hold about ourselves that keep us from following through with healthy habits. So if you're ready, shoot me a heart, shoot me a wave, say you're ready, and I will go ahead and get into some of these limiting beliefs that are stuck in our subconscious that cause us to hold back on ourselves when it comes to our health. Okay. So today I want you to think about a negative belief or some negative self talk that you can hear about yourself that keeps you from following through with healthy habits. Some of the negative talk or negative beliefs that a lot of my clients hold are about time, are about money, are about busyness, is about work, is about family. And I'll address some of those things today, and I'll show you how to release the those subconscious beliefs that do hold you back. But if you can think for just a moment, what are some of the excuses that you might give yourself in order to not follow through with getting up early or going out for exercise or cooking a healthy meal at home or making healthy choices when you're out to dinner with some friends or with your family, right? These are the kinds of situations that we find ourselves in where we start saying to ourselves, I can't do it today. And the reason for that is because of the life that you've lived and the subconscious beliefs that are trapped inside of the body. I want you to know that I see a lot of things that are in the physiological body when it comes to health, right? I see things that have to do with mood. I see things that have to do with digestion, with pain, with skin issues, with stress, with not getting a lot of sleep, with perimenopause. I see things like that for women, but the ones who come in for weight loss, that come to see me to release that added weight and added stress on the body over and over again, do have the same patterns in their thoughts and in their minds that lead them to self-sabotage. And that's why I want to share them with you today, because it's easy enough to follow a diet or to try to exercise more, right? It's easy in the beginning, but for some reason, many of us start to get in our own way. And the reason for that is because of the thoughts that we have about ourselves and about our capacity to be able to enact change. It's not just about whether or not you can follow through with it. When we say, I can't follow through with it, what's wrong with me? We end up blaming ourselves instead of blaming the system that we are trying to adhere to that doesn't really work for our own bodies. That's why it's really important to work with someone who helps you get in touch with not just the physiological things that are going on in your body, but also the thought work and the mindset work that might be keeping you stuck. It wasn't too long ago that I thought that weight was just that. It was just weight. But over and over again, when I was going into fad dieting and I was choosing some of these rules and strict routines for myself, that I kept on revisiting the scale and seeing that the weight would always come back despite my efforts. And it came back because I couldn't follow through with what the diet was telling me to do. That's when the negative beliefs would come in. And maybe you felt these before. I can't do it today, right? It's not possible for me. I can't do it because I'm too busy. It's not something I can do until Monday, right? How many of us go in and we say, I can't get to this until Monday? And then that's where the shame and the blame come in. I am a failure. I'll never be able to get the weight off. So what would happen? I would quit and then I'd come back to yet another diet. This is the cycle of fad dieting. This is the cycle that we get stuck in when we don't address the thoughts that we're having about ourselves or some of these subconscious beliefs that are stuck inside of our body. And like me, you may have tried many weight loss programs, but the problem is that they don't address the intention, which is to lose weight, with releasing those subconscious thoughts that lead us to self sabotage. And again, that's when we decide today's not the day. And then we ultimately decide that this isn't for us, that a healthy lifestyle just isn't for us right now in this moment and it can wait. But guys, it can't wait. You can't wait to live your life until you reach a certain weight or until you're making all of the healthy choices. You have to actually live your life today, making those choices so that you have a lifetime of health and vitality and longevity. Can I get a heck yes? Okay. So today you get to make those choices. How do we make it easier? By addressing those subconscious beliefs that might be keeping you stuck. All right. So, those of you who are watching or listening, I want you to think about a diet plan that ultimately led you to self sabotage. Maybe counting points was too stressful for you. Maybe counting macros was too stressful for you. Maybe trying to eat less calories either didn't work for you and you put on weight anyway, or it was too stressful for you, right? All of these diets that I'm talking about require extra energy and effort when really the only energy and effort that we need is the belief within that we can make a conscious choice in the direction we want to go, which is health, vitality, longevity, reducing inflammatory markers, and losing weight naturally. You don't have to do that by going on a fad diet, but we do have to address those subconscious beliefs so you don't give up on yourself when you go on the journey to health, no matter what it is that you start doing. None of this is your fault. You probably didn't even know that you were doing it or why this happens. And this is because it is deep, deep inside of your subconscious. I work with women who have subconscious beliefs about their ability to lose weight. And so everything they tried to lose weight didn't work because these beliefs would get in the way. There are four main subconscious beliefs, and these four subconscious beliefs or thoughts that I'm going to share with you typically affect about 40% of people in general, but they affect 100% of the women that I see. That's why I want to share it with you today. That's how important it is that I see hundreds of women that come to me because they're stressed out about their weight, and 100% of them have these subconscious beliefs that I'm going to share with you today. So if this rings true for you and it's something that you feel like is really hitting home for you, at least one of these subconscious beliefs, then I want you to just to download the guide that I'm going to offer to you, and I want you to also join my event that's happening in November that's going to help really uncover more of this for you, and I'll release those dates and all the details here on Instagram in a few days. All right. So the four subconscious thoughts I'm going to share with you on the surface, it is because we believe here, like without the subconscious thoughts, that losing weight would be beneficial. But the subconscious holds true that there is something in that is some there's something wrong with you losing weight, that there's something that is unsafe or that is impossible or harmful in some way if you lose weight. Now, I know that sounds crazy. You're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get healthy because you want to live a better life, because you want to feel better. But the subconscious is telling you something different. So I want you to imagine that what you really, really want is to reduce inflammation, feel better in your body, have less pain, lose weight naturally. But underneath of that, there's something that's telling you that it's unsafe, that it's harmful, that it's not possible for you to do any of those things. That means that when you go on the journey, you may be thinking, I really want this, but underneath of all of that, something is telling you that you can't have it. That's your subconscious. It's telling you that you can't have it or it's not possible for you today. So these are the top four that I address with women that I work with. And just again, think if any of these apply to you. Okay. The first subconscious belief is about your future. You believe that the road to weight loss will never end. You think that it's a forever journey. You've struggled with it for so long that you can't possibly see an end in sight. And all your future holds is a desire to lose weight, and you'll never be absolved of the struggle. Okay. What this looks like for women that I work with is worrying about how you'll look the next time that you'll see family. So, a future event, or if you're going to see some friends or you have a reunion. So, women who worry about that, or women who worry about the pools or the beach opening and then immediately thinking of yourself in a bathing suit and freaking out. So you think about a future event You start worrying about your weight and you start thinking, I need to control the weight in my body in order to feel good for that moment. If this is something that rings true for you and is challenging for you, you can release that subconscious belief either by journaling or you can do something called tapping. We're going to just do tapping for the one part of our body that I'm going to show you today. We can tap all the way through the body affirmation work, but today I'm just going to show you how to release that subconscious thought with deep love and acceptance. So you're going to take your hands and you're going to face your palms towards you. And then you're going to tap from your pinky tip to the bottom of your hand here. And you're going to say to yourself, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if I will continue to have a health and weight loss challenge in the future. And you can say that 3 times. Okay, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if I will continue to have a health and weight loss challenge in the future. And then you can repeat it one more time. Now, the reason that we do this is because what ends up happening is that not only do we feel like we want to lose weight for a future event, but on top of that, we kind of feel like we hate ourselves for wanting that. So the first step in releasing the subconscious belief is to love ourselves anyway. I love myself even though I'm going to have a future problem or if I have a future problem with losing weight. Then after that, what I work on with my clients is tapping in affirmations to release some of that trapped energy in the body and to install positive beliefs about yourself so that you can enact change. Okay, so let's get into the second subconscious belief, which has to do with possibility. You don't believe it's possible to lose weight or get healthy. You're the kind of person who typically says, I have tried everything. There's no reason that this will work for me because I have done it all. Some examples of that might be that you weigh yourself today to prove that you are incapable of losing weight, right? You step on the scale and you're like, see, I wasn't able to do it. See, right? Or you gain weight and you're like, see, this is what happens. The other example that might ring true for you is that even though you know deep down that a whole bag of chips would make you feel bad, you eat it anyway because you felt like it didn't matter because it's not possible for you to lose weight anyway. Maybe you stepped on the scale and you're like, screw it, right? And you go to the food because you don't think it's possible for you to lose weight. So you start not caring for yourself. This is a subconscious belief trapped in the body. You don't believe that it's possible. So how can you release it? You start your tapping from pinky down to the palm of your hand on the outside of your hands. And as you're tapping, you say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if I don't believe it's possible for me to lose weight or get healthy. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if I don't think it's possible for me to lose weight or get healthy. And you can repeat that 3 times. Okay, so that's going to help release the subconscious belief. This is tapping work. If you aren't familiar with tapping work, you can Google it, you can look it up. It's proven to work. And this is what I'm showing you today that is very specific for women in the health and weight loss world who are getting in their way with self-sabotage. The third subconscious belief has to do with safety. Most women I work with have, think more about other people than they think about themselves. They think about the people at work. They think about the impact on their friends. They think about their family. And because they prioritize other people, they don't think that taking care of themselves is safe for themselves. They don't believe in their subconscious. I know you're like, well, that's crazy. Of course it's safe for other people, but I'm talking about in your subconscious. You don't believe it's safe for other people if you embark on a weight loss journey. This means that you're the type of person who says you can't work out today because you have to care for your kids and that you can't leave them with a babysitter or you can't leave them at home with your partner or with your husband or they're too little for you to be working out. This is for the people who don't stock their kitchen with healthy foods because you're concerned how it's going to affect your partner or they're not going to like the food. This is for people who are worried that when you go out to eat with coworkers or with friends, that they're going to judge you if you make healthy choices for yourself. You think somehow that you choosing health is going to impact somebody else's life negatively. That's your subconscious belief. It has to do with safety for other people. On the surface, of course, we don't think about that. But deep down, if you're the type of person, the type of woman who is dealing with that, you have a subconscious belief. Okay, so how do we release it? We start the tapping. So you can tap here and you can say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if it isn't safe for others if I make choices to be healthy. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if it isn't safe for others if I make healthy choices. Okay, so you can do that 3 times. Take a deep breath and just release it from your body, and just know that what's healthy for you is healthy for others. When I started taking care of myself, other people around me started taking care of themselves. When I started exercising in the beginning, of course, it was hard with young kids, but guess what? My kids want to run and work out with me now. And that's really special. So don't let those subconscious beliefs hold you back. Release them, tap them, journal them, do whatever you need to do to get rid of them. You can prove yourself wrong also using some of these beliefs. But the most important thing is that you don't let them hold you back. Let's go over the last one. Okay, this has to do with necessity. The fourth subconscious belief is about necessity. You don't believe that you can do what's necessary to lose weight or get healthy. You don't believe you can do what's necessary. You overthink things. You blow up weight loss or health to be a massive, huge undertaking instead of breaking it down into small parts. What's necessary seems like it's just too big, too monumental, and you believe somewhere that you are incapable of doing it. Again, on the surface, you might think, oh my gosh, I'm going to go grab another diet. I can do it if it's easy, right? You can only do it if it's easy. So what does that say about yourself? That you are only capable of doing things that are easy, not things that are necessary. Okay. So some examples of this might be you want to get up early to work out, but you don't because you went to bed too late last night and you ate too much. You use those as excuses to not get up and work out instead of saying to yourself, boy, last night I may have stayed up a little too late and I had some snacks. I feel full this morning, and I'm going to work out this morning so that I can feel empowered in my body and I can feel like I can move on from that experience that I had. Maybe you don't track your food because you eat way too many things. How many of you have been on a diet or on some sort of a plan and you're like, if I don't track it and nobody sees it, it never happened? That's a subconscious belief that you can't do what's necessary in order to lose weight. Okay, because you believe that you failed anyway. You believed that you can't do what's necessary, so therefore you're a failure. That's a subconscious belief that's stuck inside of your body. So let's do it again. We tap here and we say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if I do not do what is necessary for my health and well-being. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if I do not do what's necessary for my health and well-being. Okay. And again, doing it 3 times can be really effective. So to recap, there are 4 subconscious beliefs that are stuck in the bodies of women who desperately want to love themselves in the face of diet culture and release weight naturally. Those 4 subconscious beliefs we went over in today's training, and it started with something about your future. We went into possibility. We went into safety for others. And we went into what's necessary. Okay, so if you didn't have a chance to hear those 4 subconscious beliefs that keep us stuck, I want you to go back into the training and I want you to learn a little bit more about them and how you can tap in order to release them. All right. The only way to get over these beliefs is to bring a deliberate awareness to them and accept yourself regardless of how you think you feel. You'll know that you have subconscious belief when fear gets in the way, when you talk negatively to yourself, when you can't push through hard things and you do self-sabotage and you say, I'm not worth it today. That's how you know you have stuck subconscious beliefs. So stop blaming yourself and get to know yourself on that deep, intimate level where something happened, something struck you in your life, and it continued to be nailed in as something that you believe today. And all it takes is for you to release that belief so you can make space for new things, new beautiful beliefs, new affirmations, a new way of being that is actually going to serve you. If you want more thought work and practical tips for a weight loss breakthrough, then I want you to download my guide, 6 Simple Steps to a Weight Loss Breakthrough. And you're going to find more thought work in step 1 of the guide. And then you'll move through each of the steps that have practical guidance into conscious choices for your health that will literally change your life. I want you to see how easy and simple it is for you to take care of your health. And that's why in the guide, I show you the exact tips that I give my clients. And if you feel like you can't follow through with those things, then you can address those subconscious beliefs that are keeping you stuck so that you can move forward and have the health and vitality that you deserve. Again, I will be doing a full training on this. We're doing a 3-day weight loss breakthrough boot camp in November. I will share the dates and the details with you as soon as they're out. If you would like to get on the waiting list and be the first to hear about this live training I'm doing in November, I want you to send me a direct message and I'll make sure that you get the link to join. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and thanks for joining this live training.